So what do you do when your stupid wine fridge that you didn't want in the first place finally craps out and even Jay can't fix it? Well, obviously, you replace it. What do you replace it with? Another one? No, that's only going to fail in the same fashion. You can buy wine fridges that have compressors, but they cost a fortune. As it is, I think this thing went for about 250 bucks when it was new, but it's really only worth maybe $100 in parts. That's really the whole thing. It does have a glass front. You can look in and see the bottles. Ooh, wow. But what do you do? The cooling was never up to par. It only got down to about 50 something degrees, and they say you know keep red wines at this temperature and white wines at that temperature. I want the damn wine cold, and I want it super cold. I want it as cold as it's going to get before the cork pops out because it freezes. That's how cold I want it. So what do you replace it with? You replace it with another wine fridge. Or actually just a cube fridge. I found this one at Aldi. That's why it's Ambiano brand, because nobody else makes that kind. And it was the cheapest one, which is good. It was also the only one. I mean, they had more of this, but it was 79 bucks. Yeah, I went on Amazon just to look, you know, just for fun on that Jungle website there. And they were getting, I think the cheapest I found was 115. I didn't do the whole sort by price and the whole 9 yards and that. But this is a little cube fridge. Nothing special. I don't know if you can see the manual control, stupid little rack. You could fit a soda bottle on the door and everything else sideways so everything spills out onto the floor and that. 46 liters. 48.6 quarts. Wow, that helps tremendously. And on the side it says 2-tier shelf, 2-liter bottom storage, adjustable thermostat. And when we turn it, adjustable thermostat, refrigerator shelf maximizes space and keeps items organized. Compressor cooling. Provides refrigerated temperatures as cold as 32 degrees, includes a freezer compartment. So that's wonderful. Now, is it any good? No. No. It's not. It's garbage. I know that. That's why I kept the receipt. So, anyway, yeah, just threw it right in the cart because I knew I wasn't going to find a better deal. It has a 3-year warranty on it. Not that that's going to matter any, but we're going to go ahead and use this. Now, it doesn't have the fancy, you know, you could see what wine is in there, but the old one, it didn't matter because you had to lay the thing down in such a way that you wouldn't see the wine bottles anyway. You'd have to like really peer in there good to see what it is. And I'm sure that I'm not going to be able to unbox it here. I'm going to have to put it on the floor. So I just lifted it up for nothing. But we got the straps off. And now we can go ahead and at least open the box and get the instructions. Oh, styrofoam. Good. Brand new. Thin styrofoam, and yep, impossible to get out of the box. Great. All right, let me get this thing out of the box and up on the table. They thought of everything. This lifts off. Still doesn't help me with the chandelier in the way, but there's no further unboxing necessary. It'll just sit like that. That's awesome. See, that's worth the price of admission alone. When they think of that. When I got my Harbor Freight generator, the big one, I had to cut the box down and pull it out. There was no way I was going to lift that thing unless I had a second person, which I didn't. There's no way I was going to lift that whole thing out of the box. And then, you know, the styrofoam sticks in the box, which is sticking to the bottom of the thing, and it's a huge mess. So anyway, let me see if I can do this now. So we'll start with the back of the unit. Shiny compressor. Oh, cord's taped up. That's good. Cyclopentane. That doesn't sound good. Risk of fire or explosion. Yes! I bought this knowing that. Unlike just about any other big, fat, dumb American consumer. I know it's going to be a piece of crap, and I don't have my hopes up high at all. So, risk of fire or explosion, flammable refrigerant used. That's great! To be repaired only by trained service personnel. Do not puncture refrigerant tubing. Caution, risk of yellow thing with a flame in it. Risk of fire or explosion. Flammable refrigerant used. Consult repair manual / owner's guide before attempting to service this product. All safety precautions must be followed. Yeah. Okay, sure. No problem. And over here, it says mini fridge. I'm going to zoom in on that for you so we can read that together for what it's worth. And tip you down a little. That should work. Yeah. I need glasses for this because I can't see anymore. I just have to get the glasses over here. And kind of figured that was going to happen because, you know, old. So anyway, so we get past there. High side 320 psig, low side 120. Voltage 120 volts AC, 60 hertz, 0.8 amps. That's tasty. Foaming agent cyclopentane, refrigerant R600A, 0.64 ounces. And it even has the 800 number to call on the back. We'll get you a zoom of the compressor over here. There's that. B35C5B. Huayi. Who are ye? You make a compressor. Who are ye? Oh, you. Who are you? Who are you, not who are ye? All right, let's flip her around. Energy guide. Crooked. $25 estimated yearly energy costs. So around here it'll probably be about $75. That's fine. You don't have to worry about that. Open up the fridge. We have a door with a metal bar. We have the owner's manual and a rack which is taped in place, and a danger, risk of fire or explosion printed right on the door. It's not a label you can remove. Not at all. Little freezer compartment there. Yay. And as far as this goes, take out the manual, put that over there. More useless tape. And this tray is useless also. That's taped in. Oh, that's some good tape. That is some good tape. That is some really good tape they used. Oh, man. That is fantastic. Oh, I could pull it from here. Magic. Long, too. They didn't spare any expense with the tape. That's good. That's stuck to my hands. Great. Okay. Now, will it fit Whine? Let's find out. Got a real tall one. Oh, it fits! Oh, and look at that. You can read the label. Wow. Here's another bottle. This one just says Chardonnay. There you go. Now what do you do when you get over here? Well, you're screwed. That's okay. How about on the door? Definitely could fit a wine bottle there. This skinny guy can actually fit crooked, if you don't mind that, right there. So yeah, you can store wine in there. And you know how much wine I keep in the house? Not much, because I'm not a wino. That's right. I drink it. I'll buy a bottle. It'll fit in here. This will even fit one of them, you know, big jobbies that I buy. So, we're going to go ahead and put the shelf back in. Come on. There, no. There you go. There's a recycling symbol in there. Okay. Thermostat. Okay. Well, the stat's all the way down, at least now. Recycling symbol on the door as well, so that's good. And I'm going to spin this around one more time and we will give it its first run. Okay, I don't know if it's going to turn on when I plug it in. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay too. It does not, which is good. So now I can turn the stat up and see if I could park this. Couldn't really get a good, and now there's glare. It's just not a great angle. So maybe we can do that. And now I'll turn up the stat and see if it turns on. So we'll open the door and I'm cranking it full boat. Here we go, first startup ever. I like it. I like it. I couldn't see the startup. Holy shit. Do you see the wattage, ladies and gentlemen? 44 watts. It's got a nice sounding compressor. I can't complain about that. Definitely a nice sounding compressor. I think I feel refrigerant flowing. Oh, it's getting cold already. 43 watts. Now this is going to vary a little bit. Now, do we remember from before? Now granted, I didn't have a wattage test with the actual power supply that Peltier junction one came with. But that was 46 watts with the computer power supply. This has a true compressor. And it's running at less wattage. Another great part of that is the Peltier junction piece of crap runs continuously all the time. It never shuts off. Even when it's up to temperature, might they kill power to one of the Peltier junctions? Yeah, but it's turning back on in very short order. So we're using less wattage slightly because it's going up a little bit. I guess it's going to go up maybe to, oh, we'll say 55. So yes, it will use more in that regard, but once it gets up to temperature, it's going to shut off. It has a mechanical thermostat, and when that shuts off, there is absolutely zero power draw. And how long is it going to stay off for? I don't know. We can say 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. Just guessing. I have no idea what it's actually going to be in real usage. That's going to vary based on if the sun is baking it or anything like that. And yeah, the wattage is climbing because pressures are increasing. Definitely cool on the lines there. And warm here. No question about it. It's definitely working. I'll check the inside in a bit. But we're pulling, we'll call it similar wattage, and it's going to have a 50% duty cycle. So it's actually half the amount for better performance. Let's get a temperature check in the inside, and then we'll wrap this up. I rest my case. It's working. It's working fantastic. And it has a stupid little freezer compartment, which is here. Big deal. The plate is ice cold. And it works for 79 bucks. That was a cool sound. Okay. Refrigerant squeakies. For 79 bucks, this is going to do a better job than that other piece of crap ever did. I can even feel cold down here just radiating out. This will work perfectly. Yes, I know it's flammable refrigerant. What other choice do I have? I could go and buy an expensive wine fridge that has a glass front. Even see that? It just sounds good even. I could buy an expensive wine fridge with the glass front and I could see my wine in it and pay exorbitant prices for lackluster performance, or just get a stupid cube fridge. And you might even have one if you have kids who went away to college and then they moved back home for a bit or something, and maybe if you're lucky they actually got out of your house. Yeah, little cube fridge, steal theirs. They probably took it for beer. Well, anyway, the idea was right anyways. It works, and let's get a final wattage check. Come back around here. 46.8, 46.7, 46.9. I rest my case. There is no substitute for compressor cooling, and this will do fine. Will it explode? Probably. Will it stop working in short order? Probably. But it does have a 3-year warranty, and you will never get that on one of those stupid wine fridges with the Peltier junctions. Know what you're buying. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.